Hello. Hello, my cuties. Welcome into stream. How you doing? Hey, Lambert. Hey, Rosie. Love having you here. Hope you guys are doing well. I know Lambert's keeping me muted because of the network model. That's still, like what? 3 months old? Somewhat? More or less? No, science. Thank you, Rosie. Not the best, but it's okay. Right, I didn't have any face cam the last couple of streams still, right? Because I finally got my roots done like 2 weeks ago, and I initially wanted to do face cam again after that because my hair didn't look shitty anymore. But yeah. Mental health continues to be rough. And colors be poppin', love it. And of course, the wonderful art that you have seen up close and personal. And yeah, we are playing a new game today, the Séance of Blake Manor. Maybe I have to reduce the volume a little more. Come on, don't make me go 20. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at 30. Yeah, this is a detective game, somewhat spooky vibes, as probably Seance is telling people. So we're gonna handle ghosts and supernatural stuff, which I'm always here for. And yeah, this game released end of October, I think the 27th, if I remember that correctly just now. So of course fits spooky season. I initially wanted to play it on release, but you know, me and plans for stream, and I think I have like 20 games that released in the last few months that I wanted to play on release. And that's just too much to handle for anyone, especially for me. But yeah, we're gonna do this today. And let's just the eternal struggle, the eternal bad luck. It do be growing, especially with it being Christmas season, and yeah, Steam has some good sales. Let's just say it like that. Been scouring the store in the last couple of weeks like a hawk and found some nice games. So I'm not running out of content opportunities, that's for sure. For better or worse. But yeah, let's see if I bring my Detective A game today. Or if I'm just as mediocre as I'm managing superheroes. Yes. I mean, we can also go back and that's not a new game, but that's boring. Okay, I can hold skip to skip cutscenes. Dublin Island, 1897.
Mr. Ward.
Okay, that looks very quiet. Sounds very quiet.
I'll waste no time, as there's none for wasting. I write from Blake Manor in Connemara. Yesterday, a guest went missing. A young woman named Evelyn Deane.
Evelyn Deane went missing.
Everyone here carries on as if nothing has happened. She has not left. Of that I am sure. This envelope contains £200. Please, sir, accept this money and come quick, for I fear she's not long for this world. A further £300 will be paid out if you find her alive.
Okay, £500, like in that day and age?
Be the far side of the world for its distance from you. There's no one else to turn to. I hear you are an honorable man, a steadfast investigator, and, perhaps most importantly, godly.
Ugh. Not, it couldn't be
I
me.
pray for
Godly?
God that this is
Ugh.
true.
Okay, how's the audio for you, Rosie? Because it was a little quiet for me just now, the voices. Day 1, Friday, October 29th, 11 p.m. Okay, so we're gonna spend a couple days and it's gonna be Halloween. Okay, I'm gonna turn the voices right up in a second. Like my courtyard. You know, always the struggle when we start a new game, making audio adjustments because they're always too loud. I mean, not for me, I would play them.
Evelyn Deane.
Mr. Wood. Okay. Give me... Okay, no settings right now. We're gonna have to wait a second, apparently.
Daughter of the slumlord, Rupert Deane.
Daughter of a slumlord, okay.
I wonder if my employer hired me because of my past with her father.
Okay. Were you neighbors?
Or maybe they don't know of her father's involvement in my brother's death.
Okay.
I suppose that too will become clear in time.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna try to make adjustments as we... Still sounds... I just hope I don't forget this. Okay, day 1, 11 p.m. It's rainy, of course. Front gates, look. Oh, actions take time. Ooh, okay. The manor is miles from Galford, miles from anywhere. Without a horse, there's nowhere to go. Okay, but it only costs time once. Okay, nice. So I'm guessing if I walk, the time potentially also passes. Can you move faster by running? Press shift to run, okay. You'll move slow when crouching. Press control to toggle crouching. Settings can be out in the options menu. Hold to proceed. Okay.
Hello?
Okay, I pressed space, hoping I could jump, but apparently not.
Is somebody there? What in hell?
I can't. I'm seeing things. Evidence wash woman, okay. Lateness of the hour and the long day of travel to have my nerves on edge. Still, perhaps we'll ask. You can check all the evidence you find in the records. Press 2 to access the records, okay. Records contains a catalog of all the evidence Ward has gathered during his investigation. Some evidence can be examined or analyzed for further information. You can examine your hiring letter, for example. Okay, I hadn't even fully realized there was supposed to be a person standing there. Alright, cool. Our highlight exam. Okay. Okay, interesting that it's dated October 26th. And we are already here October 27th. Like, this was written across the country and it got delivered to us across the country, and we packed our stuff and came back across the country to this place in one day. Or I guess if this was written on the morning and we are now here at evening, it's technically 2 days. seems fast. Oh, it's no time was just known for wasting hours from Black Manor. I'm gonna mark yesterday. Guest missing. Okay, guest. Nobody cared. Almost left this house. Her off hotel grounds. Okay, so this is officially a hotel. She has not left. It's more than 200 pounds. This consent party. Okay. Okay. So does examining just make me give me the possibility to read it again, or can I also? I'm trying to click on parts of the text. Yeah, guessing that's all there is. Toilet of Miss Deane. Discussable with. Okay. Document for a photograph of Miss Evelyn Deane. She looks to be in her 20s. Looks really interesting. It looks almost like a card. Like that border. Threw me off a little bit. Luggage. My luggage hastily packed. Discussable with myself. Okay, but I can examine it. Map of the region. Map of the area for several miles around is dated but fit for purpose. Monster. Cocked. Oh. Oh boy, I can't. Okay, sorry you guys can see. Let me change the scene. Oh yeah, is that interesting? I'll leave it as it is. We'll see if I have to change my camera placement. But yeah, I can discuss that with a bunch of people, apparently. Okay, observations, documents, items. Okay, I can filter here. Mysterious timetable map. Unavailable. Okay. Let's look at the fountain. A not uncommon centerpiece at a place such as this. True. A barrel of rusty colored rainwater. To look in the sky when lightning strikes, because I feel like there's a lot of birds in the sky. Yeah, there's lots of birds in the sky. Okay. Stables. Locked. I can hear horses in the distance. The manor stables, perhaps? Statue, okay, of a woman. Can I read what's... no. Can't read this inscription. A bronze statue of a lady. It is not that old. A few years, perhaps? A dedication to Mary Blake, the Marquis's wife. Don't take it from us too soon. She will live on in our hearts and live through her kind and charitable deeds. Yo, bunch of stuff. Okay. Nice, that's nice. Okay, we have the idolist wife. Marcus Blake appears to have loved his wife greatly. Even in death, she influences his life. Such control sends a shiver down my spine. Mary Blake, the Marquis' wife, has recently passed. Wait, wife of our host, Jonathan Blake. Okay. See nothing else of interest out here. So let's enter. I should check with the front desk for any information on Miss Deane's whereabouts. Already figured that. Time is of the essence is here to solve the mystery of Blake Manor. Time advances when board interactive objects and characters. You have until midnight tonight to solve the mystery of Miss Deane's departure. You will be free to further explore the manor in the coming days. And I already wasted 4 minutes. So I have 60 interactions. Time management, that's real horror. That is real horror. Especially if you don't know it. I mean, I noticed, of course, that time advances, but I didn't know that I only had an hour to take, at least to finish part of the game. Okay, we're free to further explore the manor in the contest. Okay. Immediate stress, yes. Stress levels are spiking sharply. Oh yeah, let's waste another minute. Turnips with carved faces and glowing embers placed inside. Horrifying things. Okay, turnips is... I don't know, is that an Irish thing? I just know pumpkins. Tick tock, tick tock. Oh, nice! There's nobody around. I could ring the reception bell or spend a moment taking the place first. You record your goals and progress in the mystery map. Press 1 to access this, okay? If unlocked the mystery, should investigate it. I like the answer as well. I've arrived at the manor to confirm if Miss Deane was here and if no longer present, what's the matter of her leaving cause for concern. Okay. Each mystery contains evidence and leads. Evidence provides information for your investigation. Leads provide guidance and avenues of investigation. Selecting a connection reveals context for why two nodes are connected. Potential connection could Miss Deane still be at the manor. 1 out of 11 evidence pieces found. Need to check in. Okay. Can examine it here again. Yeah, give me a second to check in. Okay. Newspapers. The local news, albeit an old issue. Some pages are missing. What remains are all positive stories. So someone doesn't like bad news. Open the table. There's little of interest to me in here. When interacting with a person or an object, you may have more than one action to choose from. Use the mouse and navigate between actions. Okay. Manager's office, enter, listen. Sounds like there's someone on the other side. Okay. Entertainment schedule. Listing of all guest activities planned for this event. You can analyze people, documents, and certain items. With the magnifying glass to hunt for observations. Okay, Monday 25th, 1:30 p.m. welcome luncheon. Tuesday, 3 p.m. afternoon tea and lawn games, 8 p.m. bridge game. Wednesday. Also, I saw that's the 27th now. 29th now. So it did take us 2 days to get here. Okay, so Wednesday, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. horse riding and parlor games. Archery. Elsewhere's cricket. Divination with Mrs. Mantovani. 11 a.m. carriage tour of land. Okay, tomorrow, Saturday, 9 p.m. masked ball. Okay. The masked ball tomorrow evening at 9 p.m. in the ballroom. And we have silent dinner and the grand séance. On Sunday, the 31st, Halloween. On Sunday, there's a silent dinner at 8 p.m. in the dining room. So the evening, the grand séance takes place in the hedge maze at 9 p.m. Talks held daily in the drawing room, located in the west corridor. Information on talks to be posted outside the room each morning. Okay. It's even later than I thought. The views inside, I'm just wasting my time here, ain't I? But I want to waste my time. Ooh! A book that has clearly been handled with care. Telegraph room. It's a book about those carved turnips. Okay, read on, move on. I feel like I'm wasting too much time. Best focus on my investigation, yeah. Newspaper from 2 years ago talking of a local fair and the positive impact it had on the area. The Grand Séance, a gathering of intellects interested in esoteric matters, regardless of sex, color, or creed. Join renowned mystic Carmela Mantravani, and she leads us in the most advanced crossing of the veil as yet witnessed by mortal man. No wobbling tables, distant moans, or questionable planchettes here. See the spirit of yourself, and better yet, speak with it directly. So see the spirit for yourself. What is going on here? So attempts to talk with a ghost? That cannot be possible. I have heard of seances before, but always the spirit speaks through a medium, a person or object. Surely all fraudulent. And spiritually dubious. What on earth was Evelyn Deane doing here? Her father did not strike me as a spiritual man. No one who would allow his child to stray so far from his side that she could end up here of all places. Who was this woman? Okay, flies for the seance again. Same text as on the... Yep. Exact same text as on the sign. Random issues, each focusing on how peaceful the region is. Electrical lanterns. Private letters, hehe. Letters from a Mr. Duprat. He's half-heartedly inquiring about the business. A photo of him outside the manor is included. His expression is flat. A personal letter from a Victoria Law. It has no reference to the manor or planned event whatsoever. This letter is written in a swirly script that I think may be Middle Eastern. Okay. Oh. Maybe confiscated items. A paper from 3 years ago. The main story is the carriage accidents that resulted in the death of the Marquise's wife. Ooh. Okay, I can only look at the box. There's also a couple toys in here. An assortment of trashy romance novels. Okay. I'm guessing I could leave the cupboards open, but that would be suspicious, I guess. A good detective, of course. Make sure to leave things as they were. A list of the staff's rota for the next few days. I've recorded their movements in my timetable in case it proves useful. Nice. Guess that's the only thing I can open here? Okay. Yeah, I guess. Okay, that's the only drawer we open. Okay, so I kind of want to look at everything, but I've already basically wasted half an hour, so... It's now 3 days since Miss Deane went missing. Well, let's enter.
What on earth? Who are you?
My name is Declan Ward. I've come for a room.
Well, you should have rung the bell, Mr. Ward. This area is staff only. Come, let us go to the lobby.
Spoils board. Mr. Raleigh. Oh.
This area is off limits for guests.
Let's not ring the bell right now, no sense of vexing the manager. Oh, come on!
Now, Mr. Ward, was it?
Yes. I telegrammed ahead.
I see. We did not receive your message, Mr. Ward. Our telegraph machine is broken. Regardless, I am Vincent Varley, the manager here. We are quite full at present, but we can fit you in. I'll send word that a room should be prepared, and I'll show you to it as soon as is possible. It shall be no later than midnight. But first, we require our guests to sign in, if you would.
Okay, Evelyn Deane. Miss Dane's signature. Miss Dane signed the registration book a few days ago. There's a lot of names here, all signed within the last week. More than I thought there'd be. Excluding myself and Miss Dane, there are 17 others currently staying in the hotel. Only one guest has signed in with an X, meaning this gathering has usually high literacy rates. Unusually high literacy rates. Okay, do you sign in with an X when you are illiterate and don't know how to write your name? Okay, person X and the father Loken Sinnott signed in after Miss Dane reportedly went missing. I reckon who arrived and departed and when. I noticed Miss Dane did not sign out. Observations discovered, okay.
I see you are busy for somewhere so remote, though it seems quiet around here.
The seance has brought a great many visitors, it's true. Most have retired early to be ready for the weekend ahead.
Ah, yes, the, seance. I noticed the Miss Deane's name signing in. Does that happen to be Evelyn Deane?
It is. Rather, it was. I'm afraid she's not staying with us any longer. Were you hoping to meet her?
I was. She's, left already?
She has, yes. Can I help with anything else?
You can engage in conversation with characters by discussing evidence from your records. Certain responses will reveal new information, exposing more about the characters and their mysteries. Discussing topics will consume time. Select Discuss Evidence and ask Mr. Varley about Miss Deane. Okay, that wasn't voice acted. But can you tell me about Mary Blake? Oh, sorry. Okay, suddenly the voice acting is completely gone. Much Blake was a kind woman and a dedicated mother. Her death came as a deeply tragic shock to all of us at the manor. I guess because I selected the wrong person. The Marquis and his son were naturally never the same. No doubt that's the reason this seance is taking place now. Okay, that's for some reason isn't voice acted either. Either I broke the game or I'm sorry, did you say Miss Deane departed already? Yes, Tuesday night, perhaps Wednesday morning. Her letter said she had to leave on short notice. Letter? In truth, she took her luggage and left in the middle of the night. In the morning, we found only a letter and her payment at the front desk. Would that be useful? Yeah, usual for her. I could not say, sir. This was the first time she stayed here. Unhappy expression. He looks profoundly displeased. Is it with me or something else? Cracking glass. It must be difficult to see through. The damage must be recent, or surely he'd have had time to. or surely he'd have them fixed. And the pocket watch, he keeps checking his pocket watch. He's either pressed the time, ruled by routine, or both.
I need nothing else, thank you.
Okay, suddenly voice acting is back. Interesting.
Then please wait here. The staff will prepare your room, and I'll be back to show you to it shortly. Now, if you will excuse me, with the telegraph machine broken, I have delivery orders to write for the morning. If you need me again, you know how to summon me.
So Miss Deane was here but left. Her date of departure does line up with the letter I received. It would be good to see the letters she left behind. It seems my cutoff for investigation is midnight. I should get a move on. Having a look around out here, I'm not sure Miss Deane's letter is still being kept in the reception area. Likely the manager has it in his office. By exploring and interacting with items, you can progress the investigation. To see which objects you can interact with, hold down the space to enable detective vision. Okay. Generally want that. If I want to determine whether anything suspicious happened to Miss Deane before I retire for the night, then I am running out of time. What on earth could these be for? Could be that they're important. Maybe there's a clue for their use somewhere around here. Yo, I took them with me? Are you kidding me? Okay. So I'm hoping the manager's not in here.
Sir, I've told you before that this area is for staff only.
I thought you were with the telegraph
Leave
machine.
and do not come back here. Otherwise, there will be repercussions. If you need assistance, you can ring the bell in the lobby.
There's a faint smell of burnt paper in the air in here. I'm not sure if I like that. Envelopes? Empty envelopes for letters to be written, okay. Paper stack. Ink and envelopes, presumably for writing letters. Alright, get entry to the office. Okay, my hiring letter. That was not on this paper. Seems to be stationary. Ink, paper for the machines, and so on. Okay. Another surprises. Book, newspaper. It has primary means of communication with the outside world. Apparently the battery is dead. It requires 6 volts. Ah! These burned out discs are where the smell in the room is coming from. I'll move them in case there are any risk of fire. Alright, let's give this a try. I can Use these new discs to replace the old ones. We need to assemble a battery with the right voltage to power the telegraph machine. Just needs the right number of discs in the right order. Okay. Wait a second. I saw something here. Voltaic pile battery. It seems somebody was trying to follow these instructions. A voltaic battery is built by stacking cells to reach the required voltage output. This diagram shows a voltaic battery with an output of 4 volt. A cell is made up of 2 discs called an anode and a cathode, separated by an electrolyte bridge. Okay, first the copper disc, then the electrolyte bridge, and then the zinc disc. That's 1, 2, 3, yeah, okay. And each stack is 1 volt. Okay. I need to use all this to generate an output of 6 volts. Yeah. Okay, easy enough. I need to assemble a battery with the right voltage to power the telegraph machine. Just needs the right number of discs in the right order. Yeah. Three, 4, 5, 6. Battery seems to be working and the telegraph machine now has a hum to it. It should tell the manager. I saw that.
May I be of service, Mr. Ward?
Oh.
Your telegraph machine seems to be functional.
Is that so? Mr. Hunter must have slipped in unnoticed and fixed it. Then you'll have to excuse me. I have messages to send ahead of tomorrow. I will be in the telegraph room should you need me. You shouldn't be waiting much longer for your room, I assure you. It will be ready by midnight at the latest.
Hey Catilla, thanks for the lyric. Have fun hanging out with Galef. Should act quickly, I don't know how long he'll stay in there. Yep. Character locations, point of interest, and rooms can be viewed on the map. Press this 4 to access this. Okay. This is the map, is it? The yellow arrow indicates where Ward is. You can also see where other characters are. Characters will change position every hour, so be sure to keep an eye on the map. New areas will be added as the manor is explored. This does not look like the map, did I? Yeah, that is not the map, I'm sorry. Ah, this is the map. Record for who is in which room, useful information to have. Something under it. I think this, yes, this is Miss Deane's departure letter. On his desk? Strange. He must have been examining it when I arrived. It's signed. I wonder, does this match the signature in the sign-in book? Are there any differences between these signatures? Oh, yes. These signatures are close, but they don't match. Somebody else wrote this letter of hers, but who and why? I've got enough evidence to craft a hypothesis. Evidence provides keywords for each hypothesis. Press 1 to access this. Press Make Hypothesis to open the Hypothesis panel. Complete a hypothesis by filling in the missing words using keywords gained from evidence. Press Consider to determine if you are correct. Told to proceed. Okay, but I think I've only seen... Because I have no other choice right now than to make it. Okay, I think I saw earlier that I was technically missing one piece of evidence for this mystery, which is sad. Okay. I've departure. The special letter is forged. What if? I know what happened here.
So, Miss Deane didn't leave the hotel.
Apparently that was correct.
And somebody wants us to think that she did. But who? Can I learn anything about the culprit?
Do you speak
Yes,
English?
this is true. But it seems likely that all the staff and guests would. I'm unlikely to find the culprit based off this.
You can write?
Of course. Educating the people over here isn't exactly the Crown's highest priority. As a result, literacy rates are low enough in the west of Ireland. The fact that this letter was written at all is a useful clue to the identity of the culprit behind whatever has befallen Miss Deane.
Okay, mystery solved. Miss Deane's departure. She did not leave the manor, though somebody wants people to think that she did. Facts about the culprit. Completing the hypothesis is critical to advancing the mysteries and finding Miss Deane, as each successful hypothesis will reveal facts about the culprit. Information you know about the culprit will appear on the panel to the left. Use it as the story unfolds to eliminate a suspect on the screen. For now, it's time to get some rest. Okay, by investigating those present in the manor, I should be able to eliminate the suspect and reveal the culprit who is behind Miss Deane's disappearance. Okay. Investigate his office, investigate his quarters. Profile him, handle a pocket watch. And Blake Manor.
Mr. Ward. Okay. Mr. Ward, your room is ready.
And we are all the windows open. Place is freezing. Perhaps this explains Mr. Valet's demeanor. Okay, the thing is, I'm sure he would be pissed if I came out of his office. Maybe I should have looked around in there more.
Mr. Ward, your room is ready. The porter shall meet us there.
Yo, this place is huge. The plaque tells me this is Walter Blake, the Marquis's only child. Okay. Southeast corridor. Strange device. Strange contraption. I wonder what its function is. What is it measuring? How do you know it's measuring something? Closed in preparations for Saturday evening ball. Okay. Fine suit of armor. I wonder if it's if it's seen battle or if it's purely ornamental. Jonathan Blake, the owner of this estate, painted here with his young son Walter and his wife Mary. An intricate display, though it lacks the Blake family crest. Perhaps a trophy? Who is that? Where did she go? Was that a ghost? Get a grip, Declan. You're tired, and this place is getting to you. Withdrawing of the manor. Arms, black crest arms. It seems decorative, though oddly it appears to have seen some use.
If you head up the stairs, the porter will show you to your room.
Another painting. Also sound effects are nice. The creaking of the stairs, everything. Portrait of a woman with dark hair. She's holding an ornate vase. It looks to be Egyptian? That's curious. The plaque reads Lady Wilhelmina Blake.
This room's yours, sir. Number 4.
You can skip to the next hour using an hourglass. Time can only be skipped forward, and hours cannot be regained. No! It's too late for this? Nice. Okay. Rooms 13 to 16, room 17. Maybe I shouldn't do that while others are watching. 18. 19, I can't listen to console. 20 to 22. Edward Blake, founder of Blake Manor. His outstretched hand makes him almost Christ-like, though he was anything but a savior figure. Let me just documents. Room assignments. Rooms 2, 7, 15 and 21 are unoccupied for this event. Miss Deane must have been staying in one of those rooms. Okay, room on Miss Ivy cleared. Mrs. Lau, Miss Mantrovani is our medium. Mr. Ward is me. Mr. Toussaint. Service assigned. Father Sino. Miss Callaghan. Dr. Callaghan. Mr. Duprat. Miss Heacham. Mrs. Darcy. Miss Quinn. Assigned. Mr. O'Mara. Miss Barbosa. Mr. Scarrett. Mrs. Erickson. Mr. O'Finn. Unassigned. Mr. Coventry. Map of the upper floor. This should be useful for placing which guest is located where. Okay, let's go to our room.
Well, this is your room, sir. Breakfast is served at 9 a.m. in the East Wing dining hall. Nice chance to meet your fellow guests, that. Anyway, sleep well and all that.
Sunken red eyes. His eyes are red as if something is irritating them. Unusual Celtic cross. A Celtic cross, though it seems somehow different to many I've seen. Shaky hands. He seems to be suffering from some kind of tremor.
Well, breakfast is served. Nice chance. Anyway.
Okay, so I'll get. What did just tap there? Stuck in a wintry landscape, skull piece of if somewhat uninspired. My luggage. I want to pack in case I find myself needing a hasty retreat. Okay, your choice, bro. Can't see anything of note in there. Guess we had a tap from the other side of the room then? Like from the other side of the wall. Then that means Mrs. Lau's room. Wonder if we will hear something has happened to Mrs. Lau tomorrow morning. I don't want to sleep well knowing that this damn thing is lit. Look at the chair, look at the painting, look at the gramophone, and the dressing table. Okay, that doesn't take any time. look at the book. Guide to local flora and fauna, though the locale in question seems to be in the north of England. And the clock strikes midnight. Okay, but I don't automatically go to sleep. Nice. Can't see anything of note in here. I look and feel exhausted. A thick rug with an unremarkable design. Fine gramophone. Not the kind of thing I was expecting to find in my room. Stranger still, it does not come with any recordings. Small house by mountain. I wonder if this location is nearby. Seems more like a stock painting. I've seen plenty of these. Bed. Freshly dressed with good quality sheets. I should rest. Not yet. Nothing on that nightstand. Empty landscape. There's not much else to paint around here, I suppose. Won't be able to do much else, and I should rest. Tomorrow will be a long day. So I can't sneak around in the middle of the night? Too bad. Let's sleep then. Hi. Nice. Nice. Yo! I saw someone behind me. Nice. Okay. Yo, buddy. Not closing behind me again. Okay. Okay, 8 a.m. I guess?
Oh, my head. I don't feel rested at all. What was that dream? So vivid. Despite my tiredness, I've woken with a new eagerness to attend this event seance. Given I only learned about the event last night, I find that odd.
I find that odd as well.
What on earth was that?
A crash. Okay, the mounted fox, an intelligent and sly creature, though those traits do not seem to have helped it here. Okay, a sigil that dissolves whatever it has been linked to. A sigil that unlocks doors that have been magically sealed. A strange sigil I saw in my dream that woke me on using it. Okay, so I've learned sigils, so can I use them now to open doors, make things vanish, and awake from dreams? Many have witnessed strange apparitions in and around the manor. Certainly I have had improbable experiences there myself. Okay. Oh wait, the timetable not accessible right now. Okay. Okay, day 2, Saturday, October 30th, 8 a.m. Art room.
How fast must it have been going to break through like that, Mr. Hunter?
Hard to say, Mr. Sham. Some of the wood up there needs replacing, so all they had to do was hit the wrong part.
The stable master and groundsman, Mr. Dara Hunter. Given the attire, he is likely Father Lorcan's synod. Those whispering women, only one matching pair assigned in at the same time, and Mrs. Victoria Lau and the Miss Ivy McLeod. How do you know which is which, though?
What is happening here, Mrs. Joyce? Myself and the Marquess were in a meeting with Miss Mantovani.
Okay.
Oh, sirs, it were a crow. Poor thing was dead on impact. But don't you worry, we'll get this cleaned up in no time.
Caitlin Joyce, the housekeeper.
Sorry, Marquess.
Damn, Jonathan, you're not looking too good.
Miss Murphy.
Holy hell, Miss Murphy, how do you pronounce your first name? I'm not even gonna try that.
I was just coming to get you for young Master Walter. He won't eat alone. The food'll go cold for long.
Miss Murphy,
Well, then I shouldn't keep Walter waiting any longer. Come, I shall leave the rest of you to it, and trust everyone to have a good day.
The Marquis of Doon, Jonathan Blake. Would the boy in that painting be the master of the house, Walter? The commotion seems to be drawing a crowd. Is this everyone then? Everyone except Miss Deane, of course?
What's all this about a dead crow? Would that be a bad omen for anyone traveling today, yes?
Please, Mr. Coventry. Oh, Finn's being here is bad enough omen.
Right.
On some decorum, please. Perhaps then this is Rory and Fade Callahan.
Ha! She said far worse about me, and it all true. Aye, it's a bad omen, Coventry. No doubt about that.
Yo, that's some drip. Mr. O'Finn, he wasn't in the signing book. He must be the ex.
A bad omen? And it didn't show up in your cards, Mrs. Erickson. Oh my.
Show some respect. Mr. Dupre, can't you keep your woman in line? Or is your dynamic the other way around?
Mrs. Darcy is not my woman, Mr. Scarrett, nor am I her man. We are people and belong only to ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the cards are more of a tool, a guide. They reflect.
Is there a need to prove yourself, Mrs. Erickson? Huh?
A French accent. He's likely Mr. Toussaint then. By process of elimination then, that distracted man must be Cathal O'Meara. And of those remaining women, the lady on the right looks more like a Barbosa, the other Quinn.
Speaking of late arrivals. Who was our newest guest?
Ah, all attention's on me now. Yes, all attention on me now.
This might be a good time to mention that breakfast will be ready at 9 a.m. in case anyone wants to return to their rooms and freshen up.
Saved by the bellboy. Okay, one of those people must be behind Miss Deane's disappearance. But who are they all? We're all here for the séance, and some of them know one another clearly. Do they all know one another? Am I clearly an infiltrator? I can think of that too much or I'll grow paranoid. All I can do is the job, investigate their vanishing and probe into these people. One of them is behind it. The more I can learn about them and their reasons for being here, the better chance I have in finding her. I should make a record of their movements. It might be helpful to know what their plans are and when their rooms are free.
Un moment. Monsieur? You would be, Declan Ward, correct?
Mm-hmm. You know who I am? Did you send me the letter?
Allow me to even the playing field, huh? I am Etienne Toussaint, a debunker of fraudulent mystics. And it's the topic of fraud I wish to speak with you on.
Okay, let's analyze the man. Society of Psychical Research symbol, a crest which reads Society of Psychical Research. Notebook in pocket. A notebook worn around the edges kept close to hand. Do you think Theon's claims could be true? Or are you telling me these dialogues are not voice acted? Oh. That you can actually summon a ghost and talk to it directly? You're also one man, monsieur. But many things are considered impossible until they were done, no? I have witnessed many strange things in my line of business. From what I know, for if it can be done, then Mademoiselle Montrevani can do it. Okay. Have you studied the strange device in the atrium? I have, and it's strange indeed. But this place has other similar devices. I'm unsure if it means anything or it's purely for display. You know me, sir? Not quite. I know of you. It remains to be seen if you truly are the man I've read about. Increasingly, I think I see strange things around this manor. How suggestion will do things to the mind, Monsieur Ward. Figments of the imagination, perhaps, but perhaps we'd best on the side of a believer for now, and leave them be, no? Mr. Toussaint suggested that there may be frauds at the event, con artists hoping to take advantage of the more vulnerable attendees. Let's discuss this. Searching out fraud must be easy, working at an event such as this. In what way, monsieur? It's a séance. Surely everyone involved in running it is a charlatan, the rest naive fools. Au contraire, monsieur. Many of the guests are true magical practitioners. But at a gathering such as this, there is likely to be somebody looking to take advantage of the more vulnerable attendees, those who merely believe. Excuse me, but did you say there are people here who think they can perform magic? No. I said there are people here who can perform it. You are, I know, none of this scene. But believe me when I tell you, magic, rituals, ghosts, it's all real. It is hard, of course, and expensive in what it takes, so it is not commonplace. Easier for some to fake. This is ridiculous. To you right now? Maybe. But you are here now, and you will soon be see many unexplainable things. Okay, what else can I discuss with you? I love that we have an eye above an observation or something. Once we've discussed it. If I may ask, what does that crest you're wearing indicate? Ah, it's the emblem of the Society of Psychical Research, a grouping of curious individuals who try to apply academic rigor to paranormal situations. It's a mixed set, some believers, some skeptics, some in between. But I find it suits me to have some like-minded people to share my work with. Do you always carry that notebook with you, Mr. Toussaint? More often than not. It's a lot to record. Best I don't change it into something fragile like memory. You agree, no? I have seen you making notes in your own journal, are we? I guess, okay. You suspect someone then? I believe most attendees are legitimate practitioners, but yes, I have my suspicions. My intent is to gain proof that will discredit them. Okay, attendees and staff have their own problems to be solved. Solving these mysteries will help you uncover more about their relationship with Diane. Diane, and their own reasons for attending the seance. You've gained enough evidence to solve Mr. Toussaint's hypothesis. After solving the hypothesis, confront Mr. Toussaint to find out what your deductions have revealed. Have I? What sort of proof would suffice to show someone to be a fraud? Any number of things, monsieur. Catching them in the act, of course. But a record of their methods, a letter admitting they are faking it, even a confession would do, if witnessed by someone of standing. I'm sure you will know it when you see it. So, Mr. Toussaint, tell me about yourself. I'm an academic with a particular interest in the supernatural. Whether it can be proved or disproved. Enough people work to prove its existence, but not so many try to mark where fraud begins. I take it from your accent you have traveled far to be here? Some distance, I will confess. I'm accustomed to traveling to England, London especially. But this is significantly farther west. As for my origin, France, Paris. Nowadays, though, I was born and raised in Reims. Have you ever been? I've never left Ireland. I hope someday you have the opportunity. In the meantime, your country is quite beautiful in its own way. You know anything about Evelyn? Do you know Miss Deane? We've met once or twice, but never exchanged anything more than small talk. She came off as pleasant, though I suspect there was more to her than she let on. Certainly, I was right, as it is clear to me now that many guests have complex relations with the woman. What an interesting life she must lead. Okay. That's one thing. Have you spoken to the manager? Monsieur Valet? Not extensively. I don't take him as one for idle conversation. My kind of man. Okay, no more evidence to discuss. It's from a hypothesis. Okay. His goal is to me into a for okay. Is to coerce me into investigating a guest for a society or fraudulent. What if? No, that can't be. Okay, there's something wrong. Okay, so that's it.
It seems Mr. Toussaint is here on a witch hunt and intends to force me to his side. I should confront him about this.
Your goal is to coerce me into investigating a guest for fraudulence.
Quite right. Excellent. I had planned to do it myself, but once I saw you, I knew you would have to help, Detective.
So, you do know who I am?
Indeed. I am an investigator of my own sort, you see? It would be foolish of me enter a new country and not read the papers, n'est-ce pas? As for my own investigation, I have focused on Madame Hazel Erickson. I'll get to the heart of it. She's an out-and-out fraud. About this, I have no trace of a doubt. But my belief alone is not quite enough. I still lack evidence. Here, take this key. It will let you into room 19, Madame Erickson's room. There you can find something that proves the case. Of this, I'm sure.
What makes you think I'd do a thing like that?
Why do you have the key to her room? I think is the more pressing question.
That's your job, is it not? And you would want to keep your presence here quiet, no?
I will shout it to everyone in here, but that's me, and I'm a shady detective.
You won't hear a thing further about your presence once you have aided. Here, the key. I shall see you back with the evidence inside the hour, yes? Otherwise, well, I will have to make an announcement at breakfast. You will be out no long after, I assure you.
And how do you expect me to get into Miss Erickson's room safely?
I believe I heard her discussing her plans with Monsieur Aufin. You might consider listening in.
I do not like getting blackmailed.
Ah, hello again, Monsieur Ward. Can I help you?
That's all.
Take care, monsieur.
Can eavesdrop in private conversations to discover more clues.
I'm sorry, sir, but do you have a pen I can borrow?
No, no use for one. Drudgery is an oral tradition, so I never got much into the writing. Oh, it served me grand for my purposes. Do you want my chisel?
No. I was planning on taking some notes. I want to go downstairs and examine the energy left by that poor bird before breakfast.
Why?
I suspect there is something to be learned about our fortunes here. If only I could have gotten to it before it was cleaned up.
Aye, well, I suppose some folks here have never gutted a bird to read its entrails before.
Is that some kind of Irish saying?
No.
No.
Oh, well, you'll excuse me then.
Mr. Aufin doesn't write, and I didn't see his name on the sign-in book. He must be the person who marked his name with an X, so I'll make a note of that. Okay, while investigating, you can learn characters' movements across the weekend. This information is learned by asking people, searching rooms, listening in on conversations, and more. This information will be added to the timetable. As you learn more information, the timetable will be populated. Characters will appear on a map each hour if you know their schedule for that time slot. Reminders can also be set so events aren't missed. She's down there now. That's where Mrs. Hazel Erickson is staying. Look at the crystal ball. Nothing happens while I touch it. It feels surprisingly cold.
I'm running out of time to find Mr. Toussaint's evidence.
Is that a deck of tarot cards? Can't see anything special about them. Yeah, I'm gonna close that. Guess we don't do that, okay. Attendee... Targets? It says targets. Miss Deane's name is circled. Etienne Toussaint is crossed out. Mr. Hunter. And the Callahan's also there. It's open. We need to pen a letter. Okay, wait a second. Can I look close at how she wrote the name Evelyn Deane? Maybe she forged the letter. Okay, combination lock. Remains of a letter from a contact telling her that she is is magically void, meaning she cannot learn magic no matter how hard she tries. No wonder she burned it. A dress, bedecked with beads and sequins. Surely it's for the stage. Clothes for the event, none of it is noteworthy. Dress clothes, nothing important. Mrs. Erickson's schedule for the weekend. I have no other movements on my timetable. Nice. A book by Mr. Toussaint. Frauds and Their Mythology, Volume 2. Has several pages bookmarked. Variety of average-sized shoes. A book on the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, a spiritualist society. What's this? Mixture of morphine and scopolamine. What the hell is scopolamine? I've heard of this concoction being used to sedate people. Is this for her own use or something more sinister? Okay, give me a second. Okay, so what's her timetable? Evening she will be at the bar. Tomorrow in the hedge maze, okay. There's not a whole lot going on. It's a combination for this, I wonder. What was that society again? HOGD. Oh. I mean, it's worth a try, right? Okay, that was easy. Small stones have runes roughly carved into them. Some candles. Retread candles, something about them leaves me uncomfortable. Some ancient looking pages, collection of notes. Illuminatus, Magicis, Consumatio. Magic resides in the heart of the user. Consume it and you will take their power. Okay. Place the sedated victim inside the ritual circle. Place it in the circle, cut out their heart and eat it? Candles, a knife, bark oak, everything required to carry out the ritual. But who? I cannot risk picking another pariah like me. This looks to be a ritual to eat the heart of a person and steal their magical abilities. Good God, she can't honestly mean to go ahead with this. She circled Miss Dane's name. Alright! I think we got everything in here.
Hello again, Monsieur Ward. Can I help you?
Okay, what is your opinion on Mrs. Erickson? I think I've made that clear, no? Alright. Well, the scrap of paper indicated that Mrs. Erickson is a pariah. I thought it might interest you. It does. But the scrap you say? Is the page complete? Is she named on it? She's not. Then it will not suffice. I do not think we could convince anyone it wasn't a forgery, however real it might be. You have any plans for the weekend? Other than the ball this evening, I hope to attend the talks. Talks? In the drawing room. One at 11, one at 3. And one more at 5 if you wish to join me. And tomorrow, let me see. I plan to attend the drawing room talks at 3 and 5. I want to eat before the seance at 9, but I have no interest in the silent dinner, so I'll need to corner the staff and make arrangements for beforehand. I discovered a list in her room with names of guests on it. Interesting. Well, it doesn't prove anything in itself. A list of marks for her fraudulent ways? A list for something more? Who can say of this alone? Your name was marked off. How insulting! A list of people she does not like, maybe? Evelyn Deane's name was circled. At the top was written targets. Interesting. Speculation, yes. But perhaps it is not that I do not use magic. It is that I do not use magic, whereas Mademoiselle Deane, she is rumored to be a studied one. Saving the best for last, brother. I found a ritual in her room. It talks of eating a person's heart to steal their magical abilities. Surely this is nonsense, sir. Such a thing cannot be real. What's more, she cannot intend to be undoing this. That is ominous. Rather too ominous. Certainly, such rituals exist. Do they work? I cannot say. Would you do it? Madame Erickson is a fraud, monsieur, but I have trouble believing her capable of such a deranged act. You'll no doubt find many here studying strange things, but reading a book on sacrifice is not the same as performing it, correct? If we are to know this is a plan, and not academic in nature, then you would need to confess. She is unlikely to confess to me, but you? Perhaps. You said you wanted to see Mrs. Erickson in action, but isn't Miss Camilla Maturani the mystic of honor in this seance? You are correct, monsieur, but that does not interest me. Mademoiselle Maturani's talents are known and tested many times over. I'm sure she will do a fine job.
That's all.
Okay.
Take care, monsieur.
Yeah, I will leave for now.
It's nearing breakfast and I need to find that evidence for Mr. Toussaint soon.
Yes, I know. Need to profile the lady. Crest on a necklace, an elaborate crest, one with pride. I don't recognize the symbol itself, however. Consume jewelry, costume jewelry, an array of jewelry, the sort worn by spiritualists and show women. Knows energy, she hides it well, but seems uncomfortable. For what reason? Okay, I have the hypothesis unlocked, but I can still talk to her a little bit.
Well, hello there. I don't recognize you. We haven't met before, have we?
We haven't. I'm Declan Ward. Mrs.
Erickson. Hazel, if ever we should get so friendly. I'm a medium by trade, so naturally I had to come to this gathering. I'm hoping to pick up some new skills before the end.
You're right, Mrs. Erickson. You seem uncomfortable. As if to comment on it will make me more comfortable. I'm fine, Mr. Ward, thank you. Okay, I shouldn't be wasting too much time. I don't suppose you've met Miss Deane? Only this week, but her reputation precedes her. You know, Mr. Ward, that certain animals have brightly colored patterns to ward off other creatures? That's what they're saying these days. It's too bad Miss Dane's not a frog. Maybe it stopped the likes of Mr. O'Mara from chasing after her tail. He was? Mr. Ward, the poorly boy, asked her to marry him. She said no, of course. And so publicly, too. What's a wolf to do with a lovesick puppy? A wolf, then? Not a frog? No, I said she should be a frog. Presently, she's just a harlot. Okay. Okay, Hadel Ericsson's goal is to consume the heart of Evelyn Deane to steal her magical abilities. What if? Correct.
Mrs. Erickson intends on murdering Evelyn Deane to eat her heart and steal her magical abilities. I must confront her before it's too late.
Mr. Ward, what troubles you?
Your goal is to consume the heart of Evelyn Deane to steal her magical abilities.
How could you possibly... Can you, read minds? Or did you let yourself into my room to rifle through my belongings? Bad news for both of us, then. You can't say anything without giving yourself up as a thief. And who would believe you? Whatever it is, you're no mystic, so there's no way you can't understand. To know such secrets exist, such wonders to see, and to be kept from it by some abnormality. What's the reason? I've put the work in and nothing. Am I a soulless freak? Is that why? Am I to be punished in this life and then again for eternity? Would you sit by and do nothing? Well, I won't. I'll have my heart, my powers, my soul, and all you get by saying something is a nasty dealing with when I have them. Stay out of this, Mr. Ward, if you have any sense.
Okay, but at least we got a confession out of him. Good lord, the woman is insane. Desperate or both. She must be stopped. Maybe Mr. Toussaint will have some idea.
Hello again, Monsieur Ward. Can I help you?
Mrs. Erickson has confessed to me. Quite a gruesome plan.
She is indeed a fraud. She has no magical powers. She seems to be incapable of using magic, in fact. Something that plagues her, to the point where she will perform a ritual to steal the heart and magical prowess from another ear.
What? No, it cannot be.
She is in dire need to feel magic. To have it, it seems. But also, she fears that the reason she cannot use magic is a flaw in her soul.
She's blinded, of course, by our desires. Anyone who believes in a soul would also believe that there is no eternal bliss for them after murder. especially in a manner so foul. What's more, now you and I know our plan. Here, take my notes. Let her know that if she does this, not only it will stain her in her god's eyes for eternity, but also we'll see her hanged and raised to this oblivion she fears so much. She would be better served getting off this path now and finding more mundane solutions to finding her god's favor. I am told one can cleanse her soul with coin. My record shows she certainly coined enough of that in her time. As for you and me, Monsieur Warner, our business is done. Whatever reason you're really here, your identity is safe with me.
Oh, thank you.
And as for this place, news of our plans has turned my stomach. I've had enough mysticism for this trip. I shall be sitting the séance out.
Okay.
Now, if you'll excuse
Worth
me,
a change of heart.
I have notes to make in my quarters. Au revoir, monsieur.
Au revoir. Mr. Resolved. Mr. Toussaint is no longer attending the séance. Mr. Toussaint now has the information he needed on Mrs. Erickson, which will also ensure he does not do something more terrible. She does not do something more terrible. Okay. Okay, that gouge decreased and the light went out as soon as Mr. Toussaint decided he was no longer attending the séance. Okay. What exactly is the device monitoring and why? Maybe I should convince another guest to avoid the event and see if this occurs again.
Excuse me, sir. Is this your room? Number 4? Mr. Ward?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's me.
Sorry to disturb you, sir. Just delivering this parcel to your room. It was left for you at the front desk.
Hmm? By who?
No idea, sir. It was left when nobody was about to see. Anyway, I'll leave you to it.
What is this? A journal? It has Miss Deane's name on it. What's inside? How did it get here? No postmark? So it came from the hotel itself. But from who? Regardless of who sent it, I should read the thing. Sunday the 24th. She talked of her arrival at the manor. Everything seemed to go smoothly. Her writing is delicate and graceful, as was her signature. What are these 4 symbols beside the word supplied? Supplies. Monday the 25th. It seems she bumped into somebody and was not pleased to see them. It looks as if she was to name them on the following page, but that information is now missing. It's ripped out. Tuesday the 26th. Okay, so there was 2 pages of information on Monday that have been ripped out. The night she went missing, she speaks of feelings of dread, and she doubts she will sleep that night. Her writing has become more erratic since she arrived at the manor. A sigil with dream scrawled next to it. I saw this in my dream. Did you dream it too? What does this mean? Did we have the same dream? What does it mean? Has anyone experienced anything similar, I wonder? If I could find even 3 people with similar experiences, then I could be sure there's something there. It seems some pages were torn out. This has left me with more questions than answers. Perhaps some answers lie in her reason for being here. Maybe I can find something related to that, or otherwise useful, by searching her room. But in which room was she staying? Okay, also I can still act on Hazel. Let's analyze this guy quickly. Crown, a roughly made crown of wood and leather. Wild hair and beard. He looks to be living a hermit's lifestyle. Ornate belt. His belt is quite eye-catching. Staff. A yew branch with the symbols of ornamentation, but he carries it proudly. Laboratory with unlocked folk healing. Okay.
Mr. Ward, surely we have nothing left to discuss?
Oh, we have plenty to discuss.
Mrs. Erickson, we need to talk.
This had best not be about my personal affairs again. Why don't you do us both a favor, Mr. Ward, and stop interfering? What could you, of all people, possibly have to say to me?
That's not a bad point. Perhaps you'll be more interested in what Mr. Toussaint has to say. Shall we go to your room then? Or would you rather discuss this in the open?
Yes, my room, sir.
So you've read the notes and understand your situation. Whether you face eternal damnation now is a point of debate. You assume that this is linked to this magical nullness you have. You may well be wrong. But if you do this, then you are locking yourself onto that path. And Mr. Toussaint will ensure your remaining days will not be easy. Magic or no.
He's right. I'm a damned fool. I wanted so much to be special, to have what the others have. But now you have taken that hope from me. Maybe you will have saved my soul. But even now, I think I'd pay that price for a taste of that. If he wasn't going to rob my chance to use and appreciate it, I would curse you both if I didn't know there would be no venom in my bite. But he wins. I forsake this ritual, and I forsake this seance. I have no want to see others enjoying what I will never have.
Ooh, we get another person forsaking the seance so quickly.
I hope they see their ghost and more. So much more. Now, I would really like to be left alone. I have a lot to think about.
Well, actually, I have a lot of stuff to ask you about, if you don't mind. Mr. Self, Mrs. Erickson is no longer attending the seance. Using Mr. Self as a safeguard, I've talked Mrs. Erickson down. Alright, the guard decreased as people's plans for the seance change. I'm still unsure of the device's purpose, but my gut says I want this as decreased as possible by the seance. If this seance has attracted the likes of Mrs. Erickson, then Miss Deane may be in even more danger than I realized. I was able to make her see sense, but I doubt that's enough to spare her from eternal damnation. She's a fraud, an unrepentant sinner, with no regard for the harm caused by her pursuit of power. How many desperate people has she cheated to get this far? Can she atone for what she's already done? That is, if she even realizes she needs to. Regardless, she's no longer my concern. Alright. That is some nice progress. I'm going to end stream here for today. Because honestly, I was not expecting that I have to do so much reading. And games with a lot of reading are also always very exhausting. And, you know, hard on my throat and my voice. But I really like it. It's somehow... It's different than what I wasn't sure what I expected. Like, with detective games, I'm never sure how they design. I've encountered many different ways to encounter it, how you find clues, how you work with them. This is a pretty intense one, the ones I've seen. But I like it so far. We'll see going forward. So far, it seems like very good the system you have with clues, the visualization of connections between clues and things going on to help you possibly find your way and solve the mysteries. Especially I think these maps are incredibly useful. I also like, as far as I've seen, when you talk to a person, I mean, I'm not sure. Are you only shown the things you can discuss with them? It felt like it when I talked to Mr. Toussaint especially. But I wasn't really seeing everything. But pretty much I saw the stuff I could discuss with him. But I guess I have to have an eye on that in the future. It would be an amazing quality of life feature if that is the case. And so far, from what I've observed, that seems to be it. Also, stuff like the timetable and the map will be incredible. I mean, this has me thinking that this will get incredibly complex. Where's Mr. Toussaint's room? I wonder why Mr. Toussaint isn't shown to be in his room. Didn't they say he went there? Interesting. Okay, yeah. But basically, I really like the tools the game provides me to basically keep my ducks in a row in a sense. Like to really make sure I have everything in order and can check, you know, people's timetable, where they're on the map, and so on and so forth. And yeah, an interesting game, and I hope to continue soon. Yes. Honestly, I'm not sure, since there is so much reading to do, I'm actually not sure if I will continue the game on stream, just because I've realized over the summer, and I've just had this today, games with a lot of reading and a lot of text fatigue me extremely. I've already made this experience over the summer with Harmony, which was a visual novel. It's just the same issue over and over, so I'm not sure we'll see this on stream, but I do want to continue playing this and want to continue to record it, so I probably record the rest of it off stream, which was now like the 6th game I kind of recorded. Like my recording pile is growing and growing and growing, which is not good. That was not the plan. I was actually planning to continue this on stream. But yeah. Life is what happens when you make plans, right? So yeah, I'm still debating if I want to continue Possessors on stream or not. I'm not sure. Which means if I don't, then I will have to figure out a new game for stream for the next going live. And if I decide to record possesses, simply, I mean, I think it would work on stream well, since it's a platform Metroidvania. You have boss battles and stuff. That's engaging for stream. But I also wonder if I should take a break from streaming, just a couple weeks, like a week or two, and really get done recording all the stuff I want to record. Just because I feel so fatigued constantly and so burned out, and I feel I really have to fix that. I mean, maybe I can stream stuff like, I don't know, Town to City, which is, you know, which is not a story, which is very open-ended, which is just for fun, or maybe something like maybe a couple of rounds of Megabong. I've played that in October. Like, back for the end. Hey Rosie, I was just saying, I'm not sure if I will continue the game on stream, just because it was a lot of reading, and you know, like Harmony, that visual novel we had over the summer, it's extremely exhausting. Yeah. So we'll see. Yeah, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect it to be that much reading. It is a lot of text. And it sucks because, you know, my plan initially when I started just 2 years, by the way, I've been streaming for a little over 2 years now. Never celebrated my anniversary because I'm just so, like, I never had a fixed schedule, so it never felt like I had something to celebrate there. But yeah, it sucks that games with just a lot of reading are so exhausting. But then again, I feel like everything is exhausting right now. But yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks for coming back. You are a wonderful person. And that just feels like an understatement. Call you a wonderful person. You're amazing. Yeah. I'll figure something out. Maybe ask for your opinion again, and maybe Catilla's, you know, my trusted mods. It's no telling time of year. Yeah, it's just, you know, I really haven't been doing well mentally since the summer, and I don't know why. Thank you. I was also saying before you came back, maybe, like, I've been thinking about it in the last couple of weeks, maybe to put a pause on streaming, but then again, like, my schedule, like, I don't, there's so long breaks, like, I stream like once a week at most right now, so I feel like I'm basically already taking a break from streaming anyway. I was like, okay, maybe just get my stuff to record off stream piled down, work on that primarily, and just have 1 or 2 streams a week where I play something like Town to City or Megabong, or, you know, something relaxed, something that isn't a story, something I can hop on, hop off easily. Or I have a collection on Steam with 1 stream game, so games with a very short time that's like 2, 3 hours, 4 hours. Maybe play a couple of these. Thanks, Rosie, I appreciate it. Well, yeah. If I need someone to talk to, I will bother you in Discord DMs. Until then, thank you again for being here. Thanks also to Lambert and Catilla who are here. I wish you all a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it may be for you guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.